On 1st and 10, Gilmore. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Sanders' first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Gilmore. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Gilmore. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready. Jump. 17.
Frazier to throw. And caught by London. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Frazier. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake. Gilmore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Gilmore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
If he keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've noted primarily as a tackler in the cover mode, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Frazier. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Frazier. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing on first down, Gilmore. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Gilmore. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Frazier. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Frazier. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Frazier. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This pass, now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st down, Gilmore. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? And we could...
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Looking to throw. Frazier. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Frazier toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
straight ahead. It's Robinson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd and 9 now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Devin Bush, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Back to throw. Frazier. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Looking to throw. Gilmore. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's the option. Running right. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
To throw on second down, Gilmore. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Frazier. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Frazier. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pick pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when we talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gilmore. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Frazier to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.